Welcome back to our survival journey in the wilderness. Today's scene begins with the characteristic dampness of the tropical rainforest. Our protagonist appears, his shoulders burdened with a wicker basket, his footsteps cautious as he navigates the slippery rocks by the stream. The first and most important thing to mark his claim to survival here is fire. He quickly lights a makeshift campfire. The evening smoke begins to spread, dispelling the cold and dampness of the mountain forest. Beside him is his loyal companion, a small dog, patiently waiting for its owner to prepare a light meal to give it strength for the strenuous work ahead. The construction begins with the harvesting of materials on site. Watch how he selects straight tree trunks, skillfully using a machete to strip away the bark. This not only makes the wood look better, but also protects it from termites and decay due to the high humidity. He used a tape measure to measure every centimeter, ensuring absolute precision for the pillars. His axe strokes were decisive, shaping the wooden joints. This traditional joining technique made the frame sturdy without relying too much on modern iron nails. The frame began to be erected. He climbed nimbly like a squirrel, lifting the heavy crossbeams high. Instead of machinery, he used human strength and physical levers to move the wood into position. The joints were reinforced with natural ropes, tightly bound together to create a perfect load-bearing structure. The roof was designed with a steep slope to quickly drain rainwater, a crucial element in this rainforest environment. He carefully covered the roof with tarpaulin, a temporary but effective solution for protection before finding a more natural roofing material. Now it was time to complete the floor and walls. He used a handsaw to cut the wooden planks into perfectly even pieces. Listen to the whirring sound of the saw, the sound of diligent labor amidst the stillness of the mountains and forests. After hours of strenuous work, he rewards himself with a steaming bowl of noodles by the fire. The simple meal is surprisingly delicious. Having refueled, he continues his work of cladding the walls. Each piece of wood is fitted together, transforming the bare frame into a discreet and safe shelter. The small, charming wooden house gradually emerges amidst the vast green expanse. But to live long-term, he needs more than just a roof. He needs energy. This is where engineering thinking comes into play. He repurposes an old pot and motor to build a water turbine. He meticulously wires and connects the terminals. Utilizing the swift current of the stream next to his house is a smart decision, providing an endless source of clean energy. The moment the LED light flashes in the darkness, not only provides light, but also symbolizes the presence of human civilization in the wilderness. With electricity now available, it was time to worry about food and clothing. He set about building the heart of the house, the stove. He went to the stream to choose the most pliable clay, kneading it carefully. The stove was handcrafted, shaped into a square with scientifically designed ventilation holes. He even designed a metal chimney system leading directly to the roof, ensuring the interior space wouldn't be tainted by smoke. The fire was lit right in the stove. The clay was heated and hardened, creating a durable stove that would last for years. With a new stove, there had to be delicious food. He went back to the stream, using his fishing skills to find food. Fresh stream fish were cleaned right there. Look at the sizzling oil in the pan on the newly completed clay stove. The aroma of crispy fried fish is surely spreading throughout the small house. A simple meal of stream fish and boiled wild vegetables. But in this setting, it tasted better than any fancy restaurant. After the meal, night fell, enveloping the forest. Thanks to his homemade electrical system, the small house became unusually bright and warm. He curled up in his warm blanket, enjoying a good night's sleep after a hard day's work. The light from the small bulbs not only made daily life convenient, but also served as a weapon to ward off wild animals, providing absolute peace of mind in the deep, remote forest. As the new day began, he decided to upgrade his sleeping experience. Unable to sleep on the hard floor any longer, he set about building a wooden bed. He chose the smoothest planks, sanding the surface to remove any splinters. Each bed frame was securely fastened to the frame. The finished bed looked incredibly sturdy and spacious. Even his little dog excitedly jumped on to test the comfort of the new bed. This wasn't just furniture, it was comfort. A complete house couldn't be without outbuildings. He began digging the foundation and erecting the frame for another small house, separate from the main house, to serve as a toilet and storage room. Even though it was an outbuilding, he didn't do a sloppy job. The The pillars were still deeply embedded, and the wooden frame was reinforced with nails and steel wire. He used plastic sheeting underneath to prevent water seepage, ensuring hygiene in the surrounding area. The roof of this outbuilding was also carefully covered with wooden planks. He installed doors with iron hinges, ensuring privacy and discretion. Every nook and cranny was meticulously planned to optimize usable space. The construction of a separate toilet area demonstrates a civilized and clean survival mindset, helping to prevent disease during long-term living in the forest. For convenience at night, he extended an electrical line to the outbuilding area. He installed light bulbs right in front of the door, connected to a convenient on-off switch. When night falls, the entire camp lights up. The yellow light emanating from the wooden door frames reflects onto the babbling stream, creating a dreamy scene like something out of a fairy tale. Now, this place is no longer a makeshift hut, but a real home. A stable home is essential for a successful life. After securing his living space, he began to consider a sustainable food source: farming. He completely transformed the rocky land by the stream. He patiently picked up each large stone, arranging them into small embankments to prevent soil erosion during heavy rains. He tilled the soil, mixing in wood ash to increase its fertility. He sowed cabbage seeds, carefully watering them daily. His diligence was turning this barren land into a fertile garden. As time passed, the green sprouts began to grow vigorously. Soon, the rows of cabbage were lush and green, covering the entire garden. This was a precious source of vitamins in the middle of the forest. Besides vegetables, he also processed pork into sausages, hanging them in the kitchen loft to be smoked. This method of preserving food allowed him to have meat to eat year-round without worrying about spoilage, and the smoky flavor enhanced the dish. Harvesting vegetables was the greatest joy for the gardener. He picked the largest cabbage leaves, washed them thoroughly in the cool stream, and prepared them for pickling. Pickled mustard greens are a wonderful side dish and keep well. And that's not all. He took his fishing rod to the stream. It seems luck smiled upon him today as he caught a large, golden brown carp. The food resources here are truly abundant if we know how to exploit and preserve them. A sumptuous meal, the fruit of many days' labor. Fragrant steamed carp with lemongrass, boiled mustard greens with fish sauce, and a steaming bowl of soup. He sat and ate heartily by the fire, his little dog lying peacefully at his feet. Around him were the sounds of the flowing stream and the chirping of insects. A life of freedom and tranquility, far from the dust and noise of the city. Looking back at the sturdy wooden house and the lush green garden, we can't help but admire the perseverance and skillful hands of this young man.